Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris Dom One, and I'm back with another video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so it'll let you know when my next video live stream goes down. We're gonna talk about the NBA Finals last night. Kevin Durant played 11 minutes. I believe he had like 11 points, and then he went down. People think he torn his Achilles. That's the speculation. He's going to have an MRI today, and they're going to see the extent of it. But even when Kevin Durant went down, that gave the Golden State Warriors reasons or excuses to lose that game. You know, when you're down 3-1 and your best player goes down and re-aggravates an injury, or your best player goes down, the mental mentally it's going to allow the team to think one or two ways. Either okay, it's a wrap, you know, our best player went down, we're already in a hole, or you're gonna see mentally you're gonna think, okay, we got another setback. All we need to do is just win one game at a time and pray for him that he gets back on the court. We know for a fact he's not going to get back on the court in these finals, but when he'll be able to return to the court and do what he loves doing. And you get a sense from the Golden State Warriors, sorry about the sun in the background, the organization as well as the team, they love KD. And even the president of basketball operation was holding back tears, saying that, you know, KD means a lot to this team, not only as a player but as a person. So, particularly with the president of basketball operation, Bob Myers, everybody in that organization appreciates and understands KD. And for all the talking heads that says that team having KD is a luxury, then if you haven't been watching and paying attention of the last few games, it just shows how important KD is. Okay, now the final possession in the fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard has the ball. He's taking it down. He's taking it down to the other side of the court. He's scoring. He's going to shoot that ball. Okay, he's already got his mind made up. That he's going to take the last shot, and he's been pretty good taking the last shot. But the reason why it didn't work last night, because they doubled him at the high. They doubled him, trapped him up high, instead of letting him just dribble it trying to get it past the 3-point line and dribbling it down closer to the free throw line, where he can do some amazing things, like in that Philadelphia 76ers series. Livingston, Andre, and Draymond Green, those are your best defenders. Livingston and Andre trapped him up high, and then he immediately passed the ball to Kyle Lowry, which that's the person they wanted to take the last shot. They covered all the other possibilities, and Kyle Lowry just did not have enough time to set it back up or pass it to somebody else. He had to shoot it because it was it was only seconds left on the clock, and it got blocked by Draymond Green. And when on that note, And from that win, the Toronto Raptors fans, as well as the team, sparked new life and new interest in the Golden State Warriors. Okay, Saturday they were thinking we've never been in this position, down 3-1 in the finals. We have been in positions where we was up 3-1 and we threw it away with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They ended up prevailing and beating us. Now we're in the same predicament. We're not sure if KD's coming back. You know, the uncertainty there. So they had their heads down Saturday. And it's amazing from Saturday to Monday night how your mindset and your attitude changes. Now they don't think they have a chance of winning. That fan base, as well as the Toronto Raptors, breathed new life in them, particularly the Toronto fan base when they was applauding that KD went down. Now, people can interpret it a lot of ways. People think that they're happy that KD got re-aggravated the Achilles, and they don't have to worry about him, and they thought more, about winning the game than about a human being. Okay, or I feel like when people were, at first they was laughing and getting and cheering for it, but then when the Toronto fans got on the court and said, "Hey, look, this is serious." Okay. Yes, we want to win the game, but we don't want to applaud when people go down injured. And Boogie Cousins was right. That was trash. Now, when they was looking at the Toronto players on the court and they were not having it, they changed their attitude and was saying KD as he was exiting the arena. And I feel like that's going to be the last time you see KD in these finals. I don't think he's coming back. Personally, when you re-aggravate your Achilles, no lateral movement, no quick stutter steps, and I feel like when he had the ball, he was trying to dribble between his legs, then he instantly turned around on a healthy leg. That puts a little strain on you, but with a healthy leg, it's not going to matter that much. When your Achilles is already hurt and bruised and injured, you don't want to do things like that. When I saw him doing that, I said to myself last night, he's going to end up hurting that Achilles. And immediately when he turned around, he fell to the ground, and that's what happened. I don't know I don't know if he re-aggravated it, if he just bruised it, or if he torn it. But when the MRI report comes in later on this evening, the whole world, including me, going to find out the status of KD. But my opinion, being around basketball all my life, you're not going to see KD, okay? Even if he bruised it, they're on the standpoint of if anything, he's going to skip Game 6. And if the Golden State Warriors can beat the Toronto Raptors on a Game 6, okay, that's huge for the Golden State Warriors, okay? If they win, they already amped up and hyped up that they won last night. If they win again, that's going to install a lot of life in the Golden State Warriors. And if the Toronto Raptors lose, it's a wrap. They're not winning Game 7. I don't care where you play Game 7, at Toronto, the Oracle, a baseball stadium, a football stadium, on the basketball court, local basketball gym, on the planet Pluto, Mars. They're going to lose Game 7 because they're going to say in their minds, and none of these guys are experienced, had being in the finals and understanding championships other than Kawhi. And it's hard to lean on Kawhi when you look at Kawhi's personality. He's very quiet, mild-mannered. He's not the type, he's not a rah-rah guy. He's not a sociable guy, and that doesn't make him a bad person. I've been around a lot of people like that are brilliant and that are good people, but they're not the best, friendliest person or sociable. And when people see that, oh, that person, I work with a guy, he's not very sociable or friendly, he just does his job, keep his head down, he's not talkative. People view that as a negative, okay? Even if they're getting the job done, people still view that you're not a team player. And Kawhi is a team player. He just goes about it in a different way, okay? So they can't go to Kawhi and say, hey, look, you won plenty of championships. You got plenty of championship experience. Talk us through it. Or he just, goes into the room and say, hey, look, guys, it's 3-2. We just need to win one. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to say all the right things, but it's going to be very short and to the point. And when you got a bunch of players that have been losing, their background is losing to LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals, those old wounds reopen up, and then those thought processes open up, and then you start thinking, then you start doubting yourself. And they got a little doubt in them this morning. I guarantee you that. But with the time between games, that attitude can be completely changed. But if they lose, I think they go to Toronto for Game 6. If they lose there, it's a wrap. They're not winning Game 7 because Golden State Warriors are going to be on an all-time high. They're going to get their back into them. And then they're going to believe that they can win these finals, okay? And possibility of KD, I think he's definitely going to miss Game 6. If he's definitely going to miss Game 6 as a precaution if he's able to play. And he may play in as a backup role or in certain moments, or maybe he start in the first quarter and then sit back down on a Game 7. But me personally, I think KD is done for the year. You won't see him back on the court this year. And, I think when you look at it from the Golden State's angle, having Kevin Durant next year somewhat healthy is what the mindset is going to be. And it also, put a lot of, Kevin Durant's probably going to, when the NBA Finals is over with, and I've been saying this for the longest, that he's going to return to the Golden State Warriors. He has a player option. He can just take that player option and then just play for the Golden State Warriors on a 1-year contract. Klay Thompson gets the max. That, they can still sign him 2 years down the road if he wants that player option. But I feel like he's going to re-sign with the Golden State Warriors. And and like I said, and I don't want to keep talking about the future of the free agency. If you got Klay Thompson locked up and if you got Kevin Durant locked up, you don't really have a lot of money for Draymond Green. He's going to be the odd man out if he wants a max contract. And he done had an incredible playoff run. He's been in and out of the lineup this year in the regular season. That could probably put some skepticism and doubt in you. But during the playoff run, he's been excellent. And, if they could have won one of those games that they're down when they was down 3-1, and Draymond was the reason of that, he can probably be in the running for MVP. If they win, if Golden State win, they're going to obviously give it to Steph Curry, because out of the games, Steph Curry was the most appealing and was the reason why they won a lot of those games. Klay Thompson was injured, and he came back, wasn't that good, and I think that dimmed his chances. Boogie Cousin, if he would have ran a stretch in the finals where his numbers were very notorious, then he could have been MVP. And if Kevin Durant would have played to last night, Game 6 and Game 7, that could easily make him win the MVP, coming back and leading a team that was down 3-1. So that's all I gotta say. Probably next time you guys see me again is a pre-game, sort of say, before the NBA, before Game 7. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, and I'm out of here. See y'all guys later. Thanks.